Hey guys, so this is going to be a collective read, and I'm going to get your energy and the outside energy around you. And I was shuffling, and the first card already came out, which I was going to ask for your energy. So right now, you are coming out as the Strength card. And I feel like you're going through a period in your life where you're having to stand strong in your convictions. So this could be a part of a larger cycle that you're going through, or a bigger lesson from your past. And I'm going to get a clarifier for this card. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like the conviction that you're having to stand strong in has to do with protecting yourself. Because the Four of Pentacles, she has these four pentacles that she has her hand over them, and she has her eyes closed and she's looking away. So I feel like she's having to ignore a lot of outside noise to be able to protect herself. So if that's you right now, that could be why you're showing up as the Strength card, because you're having to stand strong in that and moving forward in that energy. And with the Strength card, it's a call from your intuition not to try to tame someone else's ego. So if someone around you is acting out of ego, I feel like you're just going to have to turn your cheek to their behavior to protect yourselves. And with the Death card in your subconscious, this is bringing about a lot of change, a transformation. So not only is the old dying, but the new is being reborn. And this could be the larger cycle that I was picking up on, where you didn't protect yourself in the past. Maybe you weren't protected by other people, and you never learned to protect yourself. And I'm going to get the outside energy. So I'm going to ask for one card. The Three of Wands. So I feel like whatever decision you've made, the Three of Wands comes after the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands is the decision, and the Three of Wands is taking that first step. So there's something external that you're working towards, and you're taking the first step towards something you're passionate about. So I'm going to get a clarifier for this also. Justice and Six of Cups. So I feel like you're really passionate about fairness. You thrive off of equality. And the first step that you're taking is towards the Six of Cups, is the sense of safety. So I feel like you're taking the step towards the sense of safety because now you know that you deserve the safety, but you also deserve the power to bring that into balance. So I feel like the people around you don't want you to see your power. They don't want you to realize that they don't have power over you, or that you have more power over them than you realize. And with the Eight of Wands on the bottom, I feel like once you have this realization, the Eight of Wands is a very fast incoming energy. It's going to be an aha moment for you. You're going to realize that you actually have the upper hand in this situation. The Ace of Swords, you have a new cycle of clarity coming in. This is a new karmic cycle. So you've cleared out the karma from the past. by protecting yourself. So this ties into the Strength card and the Four of Pentacles and the new cycle. This new cycle of clarity is your karma from the situation, because you know how to protect yourself. People can't mess with you. And I'm going to get the outside influence once you come in as the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is like the sword that cuts through illusion. It's the sword of truth, but it's also the beginning of clarity, a new sense of clarity. Like, it's almost like I get this sense of being really warm. So the sun on your face, you're going to feel refreshed and like renewed. And the Eight of Cups coming in as the outside energy, I feel like they see you walking away towards something that is better for you. It's a better future. And the Ten of Cups, they're about to have to watch your happiness play out in front of them. So I don't feel like it's going to be a quiet reckoning. It's going to be a very loud win. It's not going to be able to be ignored. So like the emotional fulfillment that comes in there, I feel like it's going to bring in the sense of loss that you felt. I feel like you felt it after the relationship ended, but it wasn't really the sense of loss that you were feeling. You were feeling their loss, because they lost out on the sense of emotional fulfillment that you are walking towards. So if you had to process that loss and you were in a place of being confused or without clarity, I feel like that's where this person is going to be. But you've completely closed out the cycle, so there's nothing left for you there. There's nothing, you don't have anything else to offer this person either. There's nothing that you need from them, so there's nothing you have to, there's no truth that you can give them that they chose the consequences. There's nothing you can tell them to make them understand that this is the consequences of their actions. So, and that's you finding fulfillment elsewhere, and I feel like you don't need them anymore. Or you never needed them, and that's what they didn't want you to see. They didn't want you to ever be able to get to the place where you could walk away completely. And I'm going to get a clarifier on the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So I feel like this emotional fulfillment that you're working towards, it's not going to be an overnight process. It's going to be a slow progression towards what you wanted, because you're still in the process of figuring out what it is that you really need. And it's not going to be, you're going to have to search internally for what brings you happiness and slowly work towards those things. But once you do that, and once you walk away from the toxic dynamic of feeling unjustified in the situation and realizing that you can bring justice to yourself and to your own life by making yourself happy and just chasing, not even chasing, but just following the things that make you happy. And for advice for the situation, I'm going to get one more card and see what would be the best advice. So we have the Empress and the Knight of Wands. And the Empress is advising you to nurture yourself and get more in flow with the things that make you feel regenerated. Because the Empress, she has the moon also on the card, and the moon goes through cycles. So you're going to go through cycles of learning what you mean. And as you evolve and change, you won't need as much external validation because you're giving it to yourself. And for this last card, I'm actually going to pull it from my Oracle deck and see if we can get a message. It's a Wild Mystic deck, so it's a lot of animal symbolism. And I'm going to try to get a message to encapsulate the reading. Okay, so we have transform. And I feel like this is tying into the death and rebirth card that came out earlier with the butterfly and the transformation you're going through. And I'm just going to read out of my book the message for this card. This card represents change and transition. Butterflies have long been associated with transformation due to their elegant transition from a caterpillar to a butterfly. This card can symbolize a physical transformation, so you may be going through a time of where your looks are changing. But the butterfly's association throughout myth and history with the soul might indicate a deeper, more intrinsic change. Many cultures represent the butterfly as a vessel for a traveling soul, for good or ill omen. The presence of the butterfly in your reading may indicate a choice or a transformation after a period of soul searching. So that really ties in to the Three of Wands. You're taking the first step after that choice, and the Hermit is that period of introspection. And I feel like you're choosing to rebirth yourself after this period of soul searching because you have evolved, and it's a natural organic process of change. And the rebirth of the soul with new purpose, form, or meaning. In the Sierra Madre Hills, Mexico, the migration of the monarch butterflies has taken place around the time of the Day of the Dead. Since pre-Hispanic times, many people associate the butterflies with the souls of loved ones, returning to families and friends for the celebrations. This card could be seen as a comfort to those who have lost someone. If you believe in an afterlife or rebirth, it is a reminder that these loved ones continue. If you do not, it is a sign of their energy being released into the universe and passing into nature. So hopefully this reading will help you manifest the change in your life that you have been wanting to work towards, and aid you in the transition from a relationship maybe that made you feel restricted.